Schools and their timelines for reopening this fall have been the center of conversation among Central Texas families and school districts. But what do candidates facing off for Texas Congressional District 17 say about schools reopening? Fox 44's Kendall Green got us answers from the two main candidates hoping to take Bill Flores' place in Washington. Kendall, are their views alike? Are they different? What did they share with you?
Well, Noelle, the Democratic candidate Rick Kennedy and Republican candidate Pete Sessions' views on schools reopening to in-person instructions are similar. They say they want schools to return safely, but the details are where they draw their differences. The debate addressing how and when schools will safely resume classes in the fall, reaching Congress hopefuls tonight. Rick Kennedy, the Democratic candidate, says he'd like to see school districts take fewer chances when it comes to risking public health amid the pandemic.
We don't want to take a chance with folks, right? We've already taken a chance with 140,000 Americans and they're dead. We've got to protect the folks, especially those who are likely to be hard hit if they do contract.
Republican candidate Pete Sessions, on the other hand, like President Trump, says getting students back into the classroom is a more urgent matter, but he'd like to see it done safely.
I am for saying we're going to open up our schools. We're going to wear our masks. We're going to be cautious and careful.
Both candidates say special provisions need to be made for teachers and staff members who have underlying conditions, but they part ways on what those protocols are. For example, Kennedy supports online instruction for teachers at risk, while Sessions supports making special provisions for those teachers on campus, depending on the circumstance.
School system's going to have to decide that they may use this teacher that does not want to be in that classroom. Fine, let's find the circumstance, but to assume that a teacher would just sit at home and not be useful when we need our teachers, I think that would be a mistake.
Anybody with one of those comorbidities that indicates that COVID-19 might affect them very seriously or even be fatal, those folks should be allowed to be able to deliver instruction remotely, regardless of what the current situation might dictate.
Both candidates, though, say they agree with district leaders using their authority to require masks, saying as long as those decisions are made with the overall health of students and employees in mind, they can support them. Now, another topic of discussion throughout District 17, the family of Vanessa Guillen and the other murdered Fort Hood soldiers call for a congressional investigation to Fort Hood. We'll tell you where the candidates stand on supporting or opposing that effort. That's coming up at 9:30. Noelle?